So hey there everyone, back again with another video, and in this video we are gonna learn something more in Flutter. Basically today we are gonna start a simple project in which we are gonna make a app that will be a real world app, and this app, if it works correctly and if it makes correctly, we are gonna upload this app on the Play Store. Basically there are many type of apps regarding this app, but I'm gonna make that in just order to show you how to make this type of apps. Okay, so what we are gonna make is we are gonna make a railway app, okay, in which we can just check the PNR status, and we can just check the live status of a train. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's just dive right into our code. So you can see that this is our console, and this is the editor. I'm using the IntelliJ. So firstly what you have to do, you have to go to your pubsec.yaml and just include the http dependency. Okay, just type the http, give a colon, don't give any number like this, just give colon and just click on the package get. It will just get the package and will include the dependencies. Okay, now what we will have to do, we will have to just import the material.dart package. Okay, come on, yeah, and after that we will have to include two more things. One will be the async.dart, come on, yeah, and after that we will import one more thing, that is the http, import http dart as http. Okay, so this video will be the first part of the video, and here I will just introduce how we will just we will get the API for the railway app, and we will just read the documentation of the API, and after that in the second video we are gonna just move further. Basically in this part I'm just gonna set some of the UI part, and after that in next video I will just work on the backend part also, and some of the UI part also. Okay, so this is done, and after that what we'll do, we'll just include a void main, and this will call the run app. Okay, and in that we will just pass the my app. Okay, this will be a stateless widget, and stateless widget name will be my app. Okay, so now the container will be converted to material app. Okay, yeah, and inside will we have a title, and we will just give it a name as railway app. Okay, and now we'll just turn off the banner. Okay, let me set it as false, and we will just set the theme as theme data, and we will have a primary color as colors.red. Okay, and yes, it is more than enough, and after that we will have a home, so let me set it as home, and after that we'll just have a stateful widget. Come on, yeah, stateful widget, and we will just have a home. Okay, so this all is done, and after that we will have a scaffold in place of a container, and here we will have a app bar. Okay, not capital A, it will be small a. Okay, so guys, I'm just gonna make not more than 10 minutes videos. Okay, so these will be a playlist of videos where you can just use the API and just convert them and everything else. Okay, so you will not be bored in these videos. Okay, so just be in touch with us and just play with the code. Okay, come on, we will have a text, and this text will be railway app. Okay, and after that what we will do, we will set the center title as true. We are not setting off any of the action widgets or anything else. Now what we'll do, we will set the body, and body will have a center or it should have a column. Yeah, let it be column, and what it will have, it will have a widget of children's. Okay, so this will be okay. Let me set it as a center, then I will set something else. come on, yeah, let me just remove it. Center. Okay, and now in this center what we will do, we will have a child, and this child will be a column. Okay, we want some of the columns. So what we will do, we will have a children of widgets. Okay, so firstly I'm not gonna yeah, let me set something as, okay, so we will have two things, we will have two or more than two things, that is we will have one text field that will take the PNR number, we will have a button that will perform something on button pressed, and we will have, what you can say, we will have a text area where the data will be displayed. Okay, so currently I am just gonna make, what you can say, let me make 2 to 3 buttons. Material button, one will be the material, not by a bit, material button. Okay, so this is done. So material button, what this material button will then do, this material button will be used for the PNR status, and this material button will be used for the live train status. Okay, not live, it is the live train status. Okay, so now what we will do, we will go inside the material button, and what it will have, it will have a child. Okay, this child will be text. Okay, and it will just call the PNR status. Okay, status, what am I typing? Okay, and after that when this button is pressed, we will do something. Okay, I'm not gonna do something here. So in the, let me just give it some of the colors, like let me just give it like colors dot blue, blue, come on, yeah, let it give it a blue. And after that let me just copy this file or code and just paste it here, and here we will get the, what will we get, we will get the live train status, live train, train status. Okay, so we will just set the color to, what you can say, with blue, we will just, let me just set it as orange. Okay, so this is done. And yeah, we are done to some of the point. So what we will have to do, when this button is pressed, we have to go to some another page. Okay, so we will just use the navigator part. Okay, so let me just create two pages. We'll go inside the library function, library folder, and we'll just create two files. Come on, click. My right click is not working. I will just create a file, and its name will be pnr dot. So, and in this similar way, we are just gonna create something like live train status. It's gonna train dot. Okay, so this is done. Now what we will have to do, we will have to import these package. Import, what we will do, we will just import the pnr dot, and in the similar way we will just import the what you can say, train dot. Okay, this will just do anything. Thing is that the code will just write here, it will be automatically imported here. Okay, so this is done. Now what we will have to do, when this button is pressed, okay, when this pnr status is pressed, it should take us to this pnr dot, and when this button is pressed, it should take us to what, it should take us to another page. Okay, so let us just dive right into our code, and let me just, okay, so when this button is pressed, it will take us to navigator dot off, and after that we will just push some roots, okay, and here we will give a name as PNR, okay. And in the similar way, here what we will do, navigator dot off, and after that what we will do dot push, and here we will do is that we'll just call the train, okay, we'll just call the train part. So it is done, I think so. So what we will have to do, we will have to create a class in this part, okay, and create a train class in this. So let's just make a program here. What we will do, firstly we have to include these code that we just imported. So let us just copy these codes here, and in the similar way let me paste it here. So what we'll do here, we will have a class, and this class, what the name was, PNR, okay. This class will extend what, it will extend a material page route, okay, material page route, and it will ask for null, okay. So it's done. Now what we will do, what we have to do is we have to create a constructor of this class. So we will have to create a constructor, and after this constructor, what we will have to do with this, we will have to create something like super, okay, super, okay, and in this super we will call the builder, okay. Oh, come on, let me just put the semicolon here, yeah, and after that colon, and here we will just call the build context, okay, and now build context, okay. So you can see that there is no error. Now what we will do is that we will just return a scaffold here, scaffold, and after that in this scaffold what we will do is again we will just put the app bar. There are many of the ways that you can do this, but this is the simplest way that I am doing, so just ignore it if you know one of the best way for doing this type of things, okay. But this is the simplest way, and this is the fastest way for a noob for learning the Flutter. So let's just move forward. So this will check the PNR status, okay, and let the center title be true. So yeah, and after that we will have a body, and body will have something as a center, and center will have a child, and this will have a column, okay, and this column will have two widgets. One widget will be it will have three widgets to some point, okay, it will have three widgets. What we will do here is that firstly we will have a text field, okay. So for the text field what we will do, we will just use the text field, okay. So for that let me just check children, and now we will have a text field, okay, and after that we will have a material button, okay, and after that we will have a text for our data to be displayed, okay. Or we can just change this text to any of the thing that we want at that time. Currently we are not concerned with this text, so just this text field. So this text field will have a keyboard type as a text input type dot number, because PNR number is always a number. So text input type dot number is done, and now what we will do, we will have to set the decoration part. I'm just gonna set the decoration to some point. So we will have a input decoration, and this input decoration will have two things. One is the label text and one is the error text. So let me just set the enter PNR, okay, number. I'm not gonna type the error message. Okay, so just cope up with this guy. This is the basic code, the code that will be uploaded on the Play Store or anywhere. This will be the much more good and much more complex and anything that you want to do. Okay, so without wasting, realize the border, and border will be set to outline. Come on, outline. We will have to set the outline input border, and it will have a border radius. So border radius will be set to a border. Come on, border radius dot all, because we want all the radius. Okay, dot radius dot circular. Okay, and we will just set this to 10.0. so this is done, and after that what we will do, on this input complete, we will just do is that we will have something like on pressed and on changed. Okay, so on submitted, we will do something for on submitted. We are not concerned with the on changed. Okay, so what we will do is here, you can see that it always asks for a error. We're showing it error because the parameter is a type of string, so we will have to just pass a string. Well, and what we will have to do, we will just have to show this for the time being. I'm just seeing that this function is working. I'm just putting a Flutter Toast. So Flutter Toast is not working, so for that I have to just import the Flutter Toast, I think so. Flutter test, why it is not showing? Come on, Flutter test, Flutter Toast, it's not showing any of this. I have used this Flutter Toast many times. Come on. Okay, let's ignore it. We are not just gonna do anything for that. Okay, so let it be. We will not do anything right now. Okay, we can do one thing, print the val. Okay, just let it be. Okay, so it is done. So it will just show us in the debug console. Okay, so now in the material button, what we will do, one thing, when we have submitted this thing, why do we need this button? Okay, why do we need it? Yeah, literally, is there any reason for using this? No, we don't wanna use this. Okay, or we can use this. We can just add one thing here, text form field, and it's done. So when the text form field is called, this on submit button is just removed. Yeah, is it done? Okay, yeah, to some point I think it's done. So we will have a child and it will have a text. So get the status. Okay, and on pressed we will do something. Okay, and we will just set a color for this. So let me just give it a color dot green. Greenish, not just let it be green. Okay, so this is done. So here let me just put some of the text here. So as we get this text, how to get this text? Okay, so let ignore it, just let me see is this thing working. So they're gonna do that afterward. Data to be displayed here. Okay, so this is done to some point. So yeah, let me just move here, and here what we will do, uh, here let me just copy all these things because everything is to some point common. And by the way, this video is still a bit long. Okay, so we will just move forward and we will just finish up the okay. So what now we will do, we will just have to get the in this train we will have to get the train number. Okay, and after that what we will have to do, get the status. Yeah, it's done. And now what we will have to do, there is one thing more, that is we have to we will have okay, yeah, it will just tell us the status of that only. Okay, so this is done. So let me just plug in my mobile to my laptop, and after that I will tell you something that we have to do, that is the most important thing that we will do. So let me just turn on the developers mode. But before let the developer mode be on, let me show you what we will have to do. So you will have to, so guys, firstly this is the code cave page, Facebook code cave page, where you can just contact with me and I just upload each and everything that I do here. So this is done. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to just go to the Google and type the railway API. Come on, yeah, you have to just type the railway API and you will get a railway API. First of all guys, this is a Indian railway API. Okay, if you are outside from India or anything, yeah, if you are outside from India, just check for the API that your country is providing. Okay, this railway API is provided by Indian Railways that I am using. If your country provide you some of the APIs that from where you can get the data of your railways, okay, you can just take that API also. That will definitely work fine. Okay, so you have to just if you are making this app, you are just cloning this app that I am just doing. You have to just click on the go to this website, and here you have to register that. Okay, after registering that, you will be redirected to some page like this. Okay, where there is nothing. You can see that I have just created this. Okay, so you will get a API key. This is my API key. Okay, and you will get the documentation just at the corner. This is the API docs. You will just, when you will click on it, you will go and get this page. Okay, you can see that each and everything is delivered to us in a JSON format. Okay, so but you can see that this is a complex JSON tree. Okay, if you have watched my previous video in which I have talked about the MySQL and PHP, in that I have talked about these JSON trees, but that tree was a simplest tree. Okay, that only has a set of numbers, just not more than that. Okay, but these trees are more complex. Okay, so you can see that there is response code, debit, and there is a route, and inside that route there is a station. Okay, so these are very complex thing. In the similar way, when we get the train status, so you can see that we have to do these things. We can see response code, then from status to station, boarding point, these that is, there are many things. Okay, and in the same way we have a passenger and many thing else. Okay, so just go to this site. You can get the URL here. I'm gonna talk about the URL in the next video, how we can use these URLs. Okay, so first of all, just let me just plug in my device. So let me 1 second guys. WH. Okay, so let us just connect it. So we are going to this part, and yeah, my phone is connected. Okay, so within few seconds you can see the device. Come on, why it's, yeah, the device just connect connected, and you can see that I got my real device here. So let me just remove these things. Yeah, so we will just run it. Okay, let me see. Yeah, let us just do a you do a start. Okay, so yeah, it's done. Okay, so what we will do guys now in our next video, I'm not gonna do something in this video, we are gonna do it in next video. So in our next video what we will do guys, we will just call this API and we will just use the data from that API, and we will just see whether our data is getting close to our expectation or not. Okay, you know that the data will be delivered to us in a JSON format, so you have to be knowing about the JSON parsing. I haven't talked about the JSON parsing in Flutter, but if you want me to talk about JSON parsing and how to traverse complex JSON trees, just comment me down and I will definitely get back to you on that. Okay, so you can see that the what you can say, IntelliJ is resolving the dependencies. Okay, so come on, yeah, let me just, yeah, so it is just resolving the dependencies, and within few seconds it will just build the Gradle, and after that it will do some of the other stuff like installing the APK and building the APK. So we will just wait for few seconds or few minutes, and after that we will meet up. Okay, so guys, just wait and see what the output comes. And yeah guys, if you like the video, just give it a thumbs up and share with your friends. Okay, and if you want me to make a app or real world app, just write down the topic in the comment section, and if it is possible I will definitely make that video. Okay, so we will just meet up after the dependencies and APK has been built. So guys, you can see that the APK has been built and it's been installing in my phone. So you can see this white screen, basically this is my phone, and it will just sing some of the data and other things. So you can see that this is our app. Okay, so it has two things only, live train status and PNR status. So when I click on the PNR status, what it do, yeah, it take us to a new page where it is written that enter the PNR and get the status. When you click on that, yeah, it is just taking the, what you can say, the number only. Okay, when I click on the live train status, train number, and yeah, it's done. So our UI section of our app is now built. Okay, now in the next part of the video what we will do is we are gonna just get the JSON data, and we are gonna display that JSON data in our files. Okay, so that's all for today guys. If you like the video, share with your friends like this, and if you are new, just subscribe to my channel. So thank you, have a nice day.